Today, I thought we'd take a look at this Reveal the Butterfly stamp and die set, but I'm not going to make it how they tell you to make it. So let me show you what I mean. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Today, I thought we would just start doing some general crafting using the items that we've been picking up. As I said in my previous video, I think it was yesterday, for me, my Christmas crafting has kind of died down a little bit. I don't have any more craft fairs. I've got more than enough Christmas cards to give to friends and family. So I'm going to kind of move on to more everyday, any season, any occasion cards and crafting. And I thought I'd have a look through some of the stamp and die sets that we picked up from Crafters Companion when they had their really big sale earlier in the year. And I wanted to have a look at this. So this is the Gemini by Crafters Companion Reveal the Butterfly. And it's actually designed to work with their Reveal sort of die set, which is here. But I don't have that, and I want to just use this to make like a normal card. I don't want to use the reveal function because I don't have any of this matching die to be able to make that. But I do really like the stamps that are included in this, and I just wanted to use it for a normal card. So let me grab out what I got in this set. So it's a 12-piece set. You have 3 dies that coordinate with the 3 smaller stamps. So you've got the one that matches the flower pot, the large flower and the small flower. You've then got 4 sentiments, and you've got your 2 image stamps. Now what I'm going to plan on doing, if this all works out in my favour, is I'm going to stamp out these images, and I really like this butterfly one, so I think I'm going to use this one. I'm going to stamp it out. I'm going to pop it on a card. I've got my square nesting die, so I'm going to use that to create like a frame. And then I'm going to heat emboss the sentiment, and I'm not 100% sure which one I'm going to go for, to be honest. And just build up a gorgeous card from there. I think it's probably going to be maybe a 4x4. I'm not sure yet. But let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this image. And I'm going to stamp it on a piece of just white cardstock. That is not sticky at all. We'll see if that sticks to my stamping platform. Hold on. Oh, it has stuck. That's okay. It feels different. Normally it feels almost tacky, but this feels very, very smooth. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to grab a piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to do this on white cardstock because I want to colour this in using my markers, and my markers will go through the cardstock, and then it just makes a mess on the inside of your card. So let me just grab this. We'll trim a bit off. I'm going to put that to one side because I can use that when I'm doing my heat embossing as well. So pop that in the corner. Go. Get my butterfly stamp, and that is going to fit beautifully just there. Pick that up. Then I'm just going to use my VersaFine ink in the black. So I'm just going to ink that up, making sure I've got every part of that. There we go. Give the outside just a bit of a wipe because I don't want that to transfer off. Like this over. Make sure you rub all of that. Lift that up, and we have that beautiful impression. It has missed ever so slightly, but it'll be fine. I'm having that same problem with another one of their stamps where it just doesn't appear to be made properly. Somebody said about putting something underneath it. Don't know if I've got anything that would work. Let me have a look in my office to see if I've got something. It's like the stamp isn't raised as much on part of this, so it's not like even. The stamp surface isn't even, so it doesn't catch evenly. Let me see if I've got something to put under my cardstock to help. I don't really have anything, to be honest. And I've only noticed this problem with the Crafter's Companion stamps. I've cut out on a fresh sheet of paper and I've like cardstock, and I've put a secondary sheet underneath just to see if that makes any difference. Probably not, but let's see. Let's ink it up. However this comes out is just how we're going to use it, I think, this time. I'm going to put that down. Try and put enough pressure on. And as I say, however this comes out this time is how we're sticking. There we go. At least I've got all of the butterfly this time. I am still missing this like whole side here, but it'll be fine. It will be fine. We'll use that. Give that a wipe before I pop that back in. Pop this in here. And then I want one of the sentiments because I'm going to stamp this and get this heat embossed now. I think I'm going to go for I'm So Proud of You. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this card that we used as our backing. There. So proud of you. Got the stamp. I'm going to use my embossing ink. Make sure that's well covered. There we go. That looks to be okay, I think. And I do want something quite colourful, so I'm going to use the Nuvo embossing powder in the Coral Chic. Just going to grab a piece of paper. Just to pop this underneath here. I'm hoping it's picked it up well enough. If not, it'll be going back on the stamping platform. I think I left it too late, but it didn't actually pick up the end of the U either. Has anybody else had this same thing with Crafter's Companion? I can't remember if I didn't ask that last time when I had the same problem. But I've used other stamps from other places, and it always seems to be a problem with Crafter's Companion, and I don't know why. Like, even when I've used stamps from like Temu and places like that, I don't have this problem where it just doesn't seem to catch at all in certain areas. Unless I just got either really lucky or very unlucky with these. Where else? I've used quite a few stamps from like free magazines, and again they seem to work absolutely fine. Hunky Dory, I've had some of theirs, and again it works absolutely fine, no issues. Still not catching the end of that U. I can see it from here. It's caught it a little bit. I'm going to heat emboss it and see what it looks like. If I don't like it, then I'm just going to use a sentiment from elsewhere. Let me just pop on my heat tool. Get that warming up a little bit. Trying to make sure it's all fully melted. Let's have a look at this. I'm just really not happy with that end of the U. No, I'm not happy with that. Not happy at all. Let me give this sentiment a wipe, and then I'm going to have a look in my box of stamps to see if I can find one that I like as much as this, but that's going to work with what I've got. That's the thing, is it's about working with what I've got. So let me have a look in my stamp box, and I will be back in 2 seconds. Right, I've had a look in my little stash. I say little, I've got a very big stash, but I've got these two that came from the Craft Stash mystery bags, and I haven't had a chance to use them yet. And to be honest with you, I haven't used any stamps from Creative Craft Products or Card Making Magic at all, like ever before. And they've got some really nice sentiments on here, and I just don't know which one to go for. I don't know which is going to go right with my card. I really like the To a Fantastic Friend that we have on this side. Then this one has some really nice sentiments on it too. I think I'm going to go for that one. A best friend brings out the best in you. So let's see if I have the same problem with these stamps as I do with the Crafter's Companion ones. Let's get this out. Try and get this off the backing because it's a new stamp. So I'm just going to have a quick check on this. So it already appears better than the Crafter's Companion one because it does actually look even. Let's grab some more white cardstock. So let's flip the lid over, pick up the stamp, flip that back over. Right, I'm going to try to be a bit more prepared this time. So I'm going to take my lid off my embossing powder. I'm going to emboss this up. Make sure I've got it all. Flick that over. Sit that down. Give it a rub. Right, because this is really fine, I'm going to try and work really, really quickly. So a sheet of paper, that's my sheet. See if this has worked. Can't even pick it up. Oh dear. I'm having a bad day today, aren't I? So we've got a best friend brings out the best in you. It definitely looks like it's actually caught everywhere. Let's see what this looks like once it's been embossed. Put this on. I'm just going to give this a very slight brush around. Because I forgot to use my anti-static, didn't I, guys? I'm going to turn on my heat tool. think that looks better. It at least looks like what it's supposed to say. It's definitely caught a lot better. So let me move this out of the way. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to kind of fussy cut around this. I do much prefer it when I've got a die, but that will do. So then I'm going to bring back my little picture and I'm going to grab my colours as well. I might use my Spectrum Noir actually for a change, instead of the ones I got from eBay, I want to say. I'm going to place this, that was a bit of a dud, underneath here so that if the colour runs through it really does not matter. And let's have a look what colours we've got. I haven't got a huge collection of these, but let's just see. I'll do that colour. Go, and then it's quite dark, isn't it? This one, is that the lighter one? Nope, that's also very dark. Maybe these are all dark. Oh yeah, that's very dark too. Don't forget, this is just my tester, guys. Ooh. Just testing out some of my colours, just to see what colours I might want. That's a nicer colour. I think I'm going to go for a yellow for the little flowers. With teeny tiny little orange scent, I think. There we go. And then, just looking at what colours I've got, guys. No, I don't want that one. It's a really pale colour, isn't it? Don't want the dusty colours. Right, let's have a look at this. I'm very indecisive, guys. You'll get to know this about me. I might do this for the hearts. That's that one. We have Wisteria, which is that colour. Talking to myself again, guys. And then we have that one. Go. I really like these colours. I think they actually go on really, really nicely. go. And then like a grey colour for the body of the butterfly. I don't want anything as dark as a black. What's this one? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. So it might be more of a blue actually. Oh yes, that's definitely more of a blue. It's not the colour I was going for. What's this colour? Definitely blue. This is the only grey I've got. So, what was they? That one. That one. Or that one. I think I want to go for the one in the middle. Go. And then Vintage Blue Blend looks more grey. They'd have probably have been a little bit better for what I wanted, but oh well, it's okay. It's perfectly fine. Might do that one as like a sky colour. I really want to do like a grass colour. That's cool. Oh, that's actually called grass. Maybe we go grass. You know, grass colour. That's leaf green. Let's update this then. Oh yes. I don't want lime green. I'm also going to do the little like bush that we've got here. Colour you in. There we go. And then we've got this, it can be the grass green. Or we've got this. Maybe we do go with the lime green, something a little bit brighter. That does look more like healthy grass, doesn't it? Let's go for grass. Grass, grass, grass. Go. And then I am going to go for that blue in the background as just like a sky colour really. I don't want it white. I think that may look a bit too see how that dries. See if it dries really, really patchy. And I regret every choice I've made in life. Let's see. But I might actually just try and dry it a little bit with my heat gun. There we go. We're going to go with that one. I'm going to move my colours out of the way. That has taken me absolutely ages, and I apologise in advance for how long that has taken. But I promise the next steps are far easier. So I'm going to take out my nesting dies. I know I don't need the big ones, to be fair. I just want some of these smaller ones. I want one that's going to fit this image. That's the next one down. It's this one, isn't it? So I'm just going to die cut this out. So I'm going to die cut this out, and then I'm going to use that one that's just one up from it to die cut out a piece of Miri card. I'm going to go ahead and do that on my Todo, because then I can do both of them on the same machine, and I'll be back. I'm back. So, while I had you pause for you, it was 2 seconds. For me, it was a little bit longer. I've cut out my little butterfly picture that we've stamped and coloured, and I have cut out a rainbow Miri backing piece. I fetched myself a 4x4 card blank. I've also grabbed one of the 15 sheets of craft paper pads. Picked this up from Pound World, maybe? I can't remember. It is in a craft haul on my channel. And I've also decided that I don't like that sentiment either. It's not the sentiment, I just don't like the way it looks. So I've grabbed a sentiment die that just says hello. I don't know what I'm going to cut it out of. Miri may be a bit too much. But maybe I might cut it out of a bit of glitter card. I've got this as a piece of scrap from something that I was working on. I might go for this, you know. So let's cut a little snip of this out. Pop the spare up there. I'll just run this through on my Sidekick because it's here, it's a little sentiment, and it'll do the job. Let's grab this in, run it through there. See how this comes out. That is the main word taken away. Let's try and pop these little pieces out as well now. This glitter cardstock is quite thick, I must admit. but it has still cut it. I like that. I think that's quite nice. And then I'm thinking this gorgeous paper here for the background paper. So let's pull this out. Oops, it's okay. It's all okay. Right, so let's take our, I'm going to use the 4x4. I think it's going to be a nice size for the size of a topper we've got. I'm going to grab my trusty ATG as well. And we're going to line the card blank. There we go. How do I fancy lining this? Don't think it really matters, to be honest. It's just a really nice, like, marble colourway. So I'll pop this on here like so. We'll just give this a quick trim round. Go, so that is our card base. And then I'm going to take my ATG again to put this on that gorgeous Miri. Go. I love this little topper that we've made. I'm going to take just a couple of, I'm still trying to use these foam tapes I got from Pound Stretcher. I think these were from Pound Stretcher. They were definitely from somewhere different to that paper pad. I do know that. Although I think I got them on the same day. Certainly around the same time anyway. Let's take these off of here. Onto there as well. And then we have our little sentiment, which I'm going to pop on the bottom. And I'm actually going to use one of these glue pens. I want to see how this works with these. Need to activate it, I guess. Just give it a scribble on something. There we go. Ooh. Must admit, this does give out a decent amount of glue. We look okay at that. So let's pick this up, pop this down. Press this down for a minute. Just want to make sure that that clip catches. There we go. And then feel like it needs something a bit more. The question is, do I go for self-adhesive gems or do I go for some glitter drops? And I must admit, I'm contemplating some of these gorgeous like teal colours. What are these? Aquatic Mist. Just to add that little bit extra sparkle and pizzazz to this card. Because just because it's little doesn't mean that it cannot be beautiful. So I'm just going to pop some of these on. Just as like little drops. And then just to go with like, I guess the pink tones in this card, I can also add some gorgeous pale pink ones as well. Again, I'm just going to drop them in. Oh, I do seem to be doing them very much in a straight line, don't I? And then finally, just a few purple ones. Again, just to pull out those colours that are on this card. And there we go. There's our gorgeous little card that we made today. A few changes along the way, but we wouldn't be crafters if we didn't change our minds sometimes. I hope you've enjoyed this and it's inspired you to get your crafting out. If it has, please do let me know in the comments down below. What have you been making? What have you been getting out? Maybe you're still working on your Christmas stuff. Let me know in those comments because I love to hear what you guys are up to as well. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Bye for now.